COSM, Hexo, and CEI. What's going on? What's happening? What's going to happen? You're going to get all that and more. We have so much to get through in this video. We took an amazing trade yesterday, made over $1,800 in 10 minutes trading XPEV, while unfortunately many people were getting lost in stocks like Hexo. We want to take a look at Hexo to make sure that no traders are getting lost in Hexo, or the traders that are lost are getting found. Okay, we're going to find those traders today. So we're going to start with Hexo, spend about a minute, COSM, spend about a minute, and CEI will spend about a minute. Okay, we're going to spend about a minute on each stock, and you guys don't want to miss this. If you like videos where you're able to get a key plan for exactly where to buy and sell a stock, whether you should buy or sell a stock, how strong it is, then this is 100% the video for you. If you do not already have the like button hit on this video, make sure that you do so, because many traders need this kind of guidance in order to succeed, and they could lose massive amounts of money if you don't help them out. So we're going to go into Hexo first. Hexo is a stock that went through a stock split, right? It went from 364 all the way down to where it is now, and it's only at about well, it's a little over $1 right now. Currently sitting at about 114 to 117, and it got about a 3-cent spread, and it hasn't really moved much since. Now, two things can be happening right now. Either the stock can be consolidating and it's going to actually take off soon, or it's going to die. And if I had to make a guess, I'd say that this stock is actually going up from here. Now, do I think it's going to go way up? I don't think so. I don't think that this stock is going to go way up, but I think that it's going to go up for sure, because right now it's at about $1.13. So we have some really good support here. The buy-in price that I'm looking at for Hexo is anywhere from $1.09 to $1.11. That may not be hit, in which case you may have to pay more for it depending on the price action. But Hexo is actually looking like a pretty good buy. There's something going on with it. Something scary. There's something brewing, and that means that you can probably get a really good return if you trade Hexo correctly. Just make sure that you do buy in at the levels that we're talking about here. So well, I'm going to write them on the screen real quick because we got to move on. But yeah, we got 109 to $1.11. $1.11. Those are the buy-in points for Hexo. And if you pick it up right there, then I want you to sell at about 127. Okay, 127. Okay, if you can get out right there, that's a profit target, and you'll be in pretty good shape, right? Because if you go from 109 to 127, then you made about 15% on your money. If you traded with $10,000, you'd make $1,500. So not bad at all. That's Hexo. Let's move on to COSM. COSM, just like I talked about in the previous video, it's holding that new level. And in fact, it was able to kind of do a small rally today, although it was beaten back down. And from here, is it going to go up more? If I had to make a guess, yeah, I think it actually is going to go up slightly more. Probably going to test $10, meaning that a price target of $9.26 still stands. Secondary price target at $9.74. Okay, so we have two price targets. Okay, PT 926 and 965. 926 and 965. Okay, so these are our two price targets, and if we go to these levels, then you should think about selling. Okay, buy-in point is at around $8. Okay, $8, $7.80 to $8 is the buy-in if you want to trade this. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just one of the best traders in the world. So $7.80 to $8 is the buy-in price for this one. So 926, 965, sell points, $7.80 to $8, buy-in points. And if you trade it like that, then you should be in a pretty good spot. I remember not to hold COSM overnight or Hexo overnight. I don't recommend ever doing that. If you have the pattern day trader rule, then save your pattern day trader rule for these trades, because you don't want to get stuck in a stock that's just gapping down overnight, like when COSM went down 50% overnight. CEI, on the other hand, is holding its level. It's weak. Okay, the chart is weak. It's definitely weaker. CEI is definitely weaker than it was yesterday, meaning that the reverse stock split was normal. Reverse stock splits normally cause this kind of weak price action, but if you're in CEI, then a good averaging in price is at about $3.50, 350. If you want to, buy more shares, average in. That's actually the point where I wanted you to buy, but if you haven't bought, then if you're already in, then that's the point to buy more. And the price target here is at $4.12. So $4.12 is the price target. I know that's very low, and it's unfortunate but true that that's what I'm expecting out of it. We have a secondary profit target at 455, 455. Okay, so we have 350, 412, and 455. And if you want to hold and kind of take a gamble here, then you can go for 570. Okay, so the final profit target is 570. But overall, things aren't looking good for CEI. Make sure that you day trade it and make sure that you get in near the bottom of the range. At the very least, we do see CEI bottoming out, meaning that I don't expect it to go down much more, maybe to about $3, but that's about the lowest I see it going. So you don't have to risk losing 100% of your money in this one, at least given the current technicals of the chart. So you don't have a battle strategy for CEI, COSM, and HEXO. If you're not part of our Discord where we go over stocks that actually go up like crazy, just like my secret stock here, AFRM. That's a bonus. This is actually the one I'm going to probably trade tomorrow. Although I will say that I am AFRM is just one of the many stocks that I'm looking at. Now, if you are interested in learning how to trade professionally, make sure to join our free Discord. Links in the description. And with that Discord, you'll be able to get live callouts 100% free. And there is a premium option as well if you want to get live mentorship. It's one of the few mentorship programs where you actually get hands-on training and can make money while you learn how to trade. If you want to go to the next level, then you must trade like you're at the next level. So continue to trade profitably, guys. Keep making money. This is your day trading coach, John Koda, and having a wonderful and amazing day. See you in the next video. And Brandon, like we went over last time, you multiply the plan by your own risk tolerance. So that's the plan, the written notes that you guys are all going to get. You're going to multiply that number of shares risks about $200 to $300. So I'm assuming that everyone's okay with losing $200 to $300 on a losing trade. And so when I tell you how many shares to buy, okay, like the case with XPEV, it says 1,000 shares, right? That is a $200 to $300 potential loss. That's what that is. Now, if you're okay with a $1,000 account fluctuation, multiply the number of shares by 3, so 3,000 shares. Just keep in mind though that you have to have enough money in your account. So even if you're okay with risking $1,000, then multiplying this by 3 would give you 3,000 shares, which would result in a $30,000 position. And if you don't have $30,000 in your account, then obviously you can't do that. So make sure that you have enough money in your account to support the position, but also make sure that you are here and multiplying the number of shares by the loss that you're okay with taking. Because if you let's say you only have $5,000 in your account, so then you would divide this by 2. You do 500 shares, and when you do that 500 share buy, that would then be about $150 risk if the trade doesn't work out. Now, you want to multiply it by as much as you're comfortable with so that you can make as much profit as possible. Because the trade itself is a high probability trade. You can ask Harold or any pro student who has been here for a while that, well, we haven't really lost a trade for like months, but I mean not that we haven't lost a trade. I'm sorry, we haven't had a red week in months. So it's like if you take every trade that we take and then you make sure that you're controlling your position at the way that I show you, then it's going to be very hard for you to lose money at the end of a week or a month even at the end of a day, like even on a single trade, it's going to be hard for you to lose a trade. You'd have to do a lot of things wrong to lose a trade, or the chart's just not working out, and we'll take a very small loss. And usually, we're able to make that up on a different stock on the exact same day. So, with that in mind, make sure that you are position sizing according to how much capital you have and how much risk you're willing to take, because the risk is real, but you also are supported by a trader who is really like the top of the line. Like I've never seen a trader that can trade this well, and you have that on your side. So keep that in mind when you're position sizing. I'm not saying use your whole account on every trade. Use your use the position size that I share with you, and then multiply that by your risk. And that's what I want you to do in order to really succeed at this long term, and to make as much money as possible while keeping yourself at a comfortable level.